If it's a deficit, it would have the negative. The easiest explanation is usually the correct one. Uh-oh, and he left it with $2,674 at the end of the year. So again, it only cost him um about $5,000. And then he's got the same people in there. All right, 2022 didn't do so hot on 2022. $2,227. That's all. Now, where this is not a church, is he supposed to be claiming all the donations that he takes up at his church on church services on Sunday mornings? This is a ministry, but it's not registered as a church. See, isn't that deceptive? Doesn't that show you deception? That it's Michael Clark Ministries, but it's not registered as a church. It's registered to where it can take government money and public money. But is he not supposed to count the donations that he takes up on Sunday morning through the offering plates? Well, I mean, I'm asking. Like, it seems to me like they're trying to get around, which I mean is exactly what I expected. It's exactly what I expect all of them to do. Pull the IRS records for every bit of it. Old Matt Brown and all of his little projects. I want to pull the IRS tickets on all those programs. I want to pull the IRS tickets on all of them stuff. If we can't get a forensic accountant, we'll just become one. We'll learn what we have to do it ourselves. I've learned how to do everything else myself. I can learn how to do that too. He never filed he never filed taxes for Rooted Church, ever. He was never part of Rooted Church. He started preaching at the Cane Kitchen after his wife's parents kicked him out. He stole her from her husband at her own daddy's church. That a church is one building or church name. A ministry covers his ministry. I saw that, but I don't really know what that means. I mean, I understand what the word church is, but we're talking about a nonprofit status here. Ministry would cover, I understand what you're saying. Yes, ministry would cover everything, not just within the church. See, he doesn't have a church. He didn't have a church. The Rooted Church that's a great big mega church in like Louisville and Lexington. They're like a chain. The Rooted Church is like a chain. And he impressed somebody from the Rooted Church. I think it was the connection to the Attorney General, and I think it was the connection to Tim Robinson and ARC that was so attractive, right? And they thought that if they could get behind somebody like the preacher man, see, they were getting ready to put a whole ton of money. They were getting ready to buy this big church, this big building in Isom, which is on the other end of Letcher County. They had already picked it out. They were already working on it.